Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, there is a very disturbing article in the local Australian newspaper, the weekend edition, and it's headed, Wuhan Biological Weapons Lab leaked the virus. We're talking COVID-19. And this is according to the United States of America. And I'll just tell you what they say. There is now strong evidence that the coronavirus was leaked from a Chinese biological weapons research laboratory in Wuhan, rather than developing in a livestock wet market, a senior US official said. Now, this is very important because Australia has now for many months been calling on the World Health Organization to investigate where the heck this virus came from. And China has basically closed the borders, disallowed doctors to come in and investigate the actual source of the virus. And worse than that, they've entered into a trade war against Australia because they don't like the attitude of the Australian government in suggesting that there's something very sinister about the origins of this virus. And this is the games that China play. Let me just continue with the story. Deputy National Security Advisor Matthew Pottinger claimed in a Zoom call to politicians around the world that there was a growing body of evidence that the lab is likely the most credible source of the virus. Mr. Pottinger, a former US Marine officer, said even establishment figures in Beijing have openly dismissed the wet market story. He said the pathogen may have escaped through a leak or an accident, adding intelligence showed the virus had been leaked from the heavily guarded Wuhan Institute of Virology, 17 kilometers away from the market. He was speaking on the eve of a trip to China by a group of experts from the World Health Organization to investigate the source of the coronavirus, which critics claim will be a whitewash. MPs around the world have a moral role to play in exposing the World Health Organization investigation as a Potemkin exercise, Mr. Pottinger said. Ian Duncan Smith, the British Tory who attended the Zoom meeting, told the Daily Mail Mr. Pottinger's comments showed the US was doubling down on the theory that the virus came from a leak at the laboratory. The US is said to have been talking to a whistleblower from the Wuhan Institute. Wuhan reported the first coronavirus cases in December 2019. Many of them were linked to a wet market, but the existence of a biolaboratory that works on coronaviruses in the city has fueled speculation over a possible leak. It is unfortunate that we have been targeted as a scapegoat for the origin of the virus, Wang Yanyi, director of the Virology Institute, said last year. Any person would inevitably feel angry or misunderstood, being subject to unwarranted or malicious accusations while carrying out research and related work in the fight against the virus. Shi Zhengli, a virologist at the Institute and known as the Batwoman for her work related to coronaviruses, said she would welcome World Health Organization experts. China has tightly controlled its own investigation into the origin of the virus. Late last year, foreign journalists were barred from visiting an abandoned copper mine in the southwest of the country, where the closest known relative of SARS-CoV-2 was discovered in 2013 by Chinese virologists and taken back to the Wuhan laboratory. A bat research team had samples taken on a recent visit to the mine confiscated. Dr. Shi discovered RATG13 in the mine after 6 workers in Tongguan died from an unknown illness in 2012. She took the viral samples back to Wuhan for further analysis. A majority of scientists believe the COVID-19 virus originated in nature. So there you have it, guys. Now look, if it turns out that China is to blame for what's gone on for the last 12 months around the world, they're going to have a huge, huge bill to pay. There are going to be so many legal claims that it'll totally destroy the country. There's no question about that. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.